Welcome to our World Congress in August 2020 in Paris. emotionSync is the new trauma therapy. I'm Professor Dr. Hanisch and I'm a brain researcher. Our brain works like an electric database. I've always thought about how traumas are stored in the brain. What are the neural connections? Professor Pavlov explained the principle of conditions with the Pavlovian dogs. I wanted to find out how to undo a conditioning, decode, unlearning, deconstructing and so on, doable and sustainable. Yes, my discovery is groundbreaking. In the brain, trauma is stored by an electric charged field in the synaptic network. This happens in the same way like in a USB stick. If you want to delete this energy field, then you need to have a greater energy than that it is stored. If you try to destroy a glass of water with your tongue, it would not work. But with a hammer. We need to associate the client with his trauma, and then you have to stimulate it neurally until the trauma discharges energy into the synapses. This method is called emotionSync, emotions synchronization. I've studied many stimulus therapies, working over the eyes as well as EMDR, etc. These methods work relatively well. Unfortunately, these methods often lack enough energy to quickly and effectively erase the trauma. Then you have to work with many repetitions again. emotionSync builds much higher energy than other methods. The high energy, is so important for several traumas. emotionSync can even induce neural decoupling in allergies, lactose intolerances, gluten intolerances, and so on and so on. These two are only neural stress fields and trauma links. Yes, only links. An allergy is only a link in your brain and you can destroy it. Since I studied electric engineering and psychology, it was obvious to study the brain for its electric data processing and physics. It is clear that if you want to erase something, you want to destroy, the energy must be greater than the retention energy of matter. That's why conventional therapies are so almost ineffective, because they do not build up any energy to erase the trauma. Yes, just because you talked about it does not clear that neural memory. One can say that the client has understood his trauma, but is still afraid. I've sincerely proven this work of neural resolutions of trauma beliefs in the synthesis. I have already trained hundreds of therapists and coaches who work very successfully with it. For the implementations, usually only one session is necessary. Many therapists do not dare to use the emotionSync method because they themselves are still stuck in their beliefs. Some do not dare to try something new. Many like to stick their old methods and do not want competition with others. I would immediately want to learn a method that is faster and better than my old methods. It is often only possible to get an idea of such a method when you have experienced it. For example, in EMDR plus, that's our new one, new called eye synchronization. You have to accelerate, that's important, to accelerate your eyes and then finish with an energy impulse. Other methods don't do that, but it's very important. Everything else would just be coitus interruptus. Yes, of course, not finished. You have to go through. I've developed 7 different energy acceleration methods which are based on the different neural sensory memories, which are about the eyes, ears, body, etc., etc. emotionSync also deals with the topic expectations, disappointments, and the resulting allegations, anger and sadness, and so on. As a result, so much love and partnership has broken down. Many expectations of other people are also projectations and double exposures of old parents' conflicts. Yes, old parents' conflicts. Yeah, you repeat it in your next life all the time. I am looking for the love of my father and my husband, but the man cannot give me that father love. Yes. Now the woman reproaches the man because their unconscious expectations are not met. If you do not recognize that and dissolve it, the marriage will fail. With emotionSync, equations and beliefs are resolved by the energy acceleration method in less than half a minute. The primary discussions and debriefing takes the longest. Yes, I've already received 2 coaching awards. Category Best Method, emotionSync. So it's proven, scientific proven, and a lot of people can do it, and you can learn it as well. In Paris for the World Congress, I'm here to show you this method. Scientific, sustainable, fast. From the latest scientific brain research from me, from Professor Dr. Hanisch. This is where the future is made today. Welcome to our Congress with emotionSync. I meet you.